Welcome to the lecture series of control systems. Myself, Dr. Sandeep Garg, Associate Professor, Electronics and Communication, Oriental College of Technology, Bhopal. Today, I am going to cover the topic automatic control system. Automatic control system plays a very important role in the advancement of science and engineering. Today, most of the processes are automatic so that it will save time and also the cost is saved as no manual operation is required in that case. It is more important in case of space vehicle system, missile guidance system, robotic system, modern manufacturing and industrial processes. In industries, most of the processes today are automatic. For example, numerical control of machine tools in the manufacturing industries so that no manual operation is required there and all the tools are manufactured automatically through the machines. Design of autopilot systems in the aerospace industries, designs of cars and trucks in the automobile industries. Today, in most of the automobile industries, the manufacturing process is done automatically through the robots. So that in that case, the chances of error and chances of manufacturing defects is very less in that case. Also, the automatic control system is used in speed governors to maintain the speed of the device. Automatic control system is also very essential in case of various industrial operations for controlling the temperature, for controlling the humidity of the process, for controlling the pressure of the process, for controlling the viscosity of the fluid used in the process, and also the flow of various liquids in the industrial process. Now, the automatic control system optimizes the performance of the process by improving the productivity of the process and also reduce the burden as many of the manual processes are repetitive and they can be performed automatically so that the overall cost and time is saved in that case. Now, in order to understand the operation of automatic control system, we have shown a water level controller here. Here, this is the supply valve that is partly open, and also this is the load valve that is also partly open. The liquid enters here from the supply valve and then goes into this drum. Now here, this is a float. dV is the desired value and mV is the measured value. Now when the liquid enters into this drum, then the level of the liquid in the drum rises and this float moves upward. As the float moves upward, so that this fulcrum will pushes this arrow downwards so that the opening will be less in that case, so that less amount of liquid flow into the drum. And when this float moves fully in upward direction, in that case, the arrow will completely block the flow of liquid inside, so that in that case this wall becomes closed. So in that case, this water level will be controlled automatically by this float and this fulcrum. An automatic control system is basically a closed loop control system in which no human interaction is required. Here in case of forward path, it consists of a controller that will provide an input to the plant and feedback elements in the feedback path. Here, whatever is the output generated is given as feedback to the input side and it is compared with the input so as to obtain an error signal. Means if there is a difference in the desired output value, then in that case it is compared with the input provided and accordingly an error signal is generated so that the controller will process that error signal and provides it to the plant so as to obtain the desired output. This process is continuous until the desired output is obtained. Now here in an automatic control system, it has two process variables associated with it. First is the control variable which is controlled here, and second one is the manipulated variable. Here the input provided is the manipulated variable and output is the control variable. Now in case of control variable is a process variable that is maintained at a specified value or within a specified range, whatever is the required value. Now in the previous example, we have used a storage tank level which is the control variable, means we require that the level in the tank is to be maintained so that in that case the level of the tank is the control variable. Now the manipulated variable is the process variable that is acted on by the control system so as to maintain the control variable at the specified value or within the specified range. So as to maintain the control variable in the particular range, this manipulated variable is acted using that control system. Now the flow rate of the water supplied, as we have seen in the previous example, is the manipulated variable. Means we can change the flow rate depending upon the requirement or the level within that tank. Now the functions of the automatic control system are: first one is the measurement, so is to measure the control variable, makes the comparison with the desired value, computation so as to provide input to the control system, and correction to be done so as to maintain the desired value at the output. Now, some of the basic terms associated with the control system are: first one is the system. A system can be assumed as a combination or an arrangement of different physical components that will act together so as to obtain a particular objective. For example, a classroom. A classroom is a physical system. It consists of benches, blackboard, fans, lighting system, etc. And it can be considered as a classroom, which is a physical system. Now, the professor that is teaching in that classroom is a control system. It will control, give command, regulate, direct the students so as to obtain the particular objective of the classroom according to the rules of the classroom. And it will provide input to the students. It will impart knowledge to the students. So in that case, the classroom is a physical system, and the professor is acting as a control system which will control the operation of that classroom. Now, another term associated with the control system is the plant. The plant is that portion of the system which is to be controlled or regulated. For example, in a power plant, the production of electricity is to be controlled. Now, a plant can be a piece of equipment, perhaps just a set of machine parts, whose operation is to be controlled. Now, a plant performs a particular operation. For example, in case of power plant, it will produce electricity. Example, in case of mechanical device, a heating furnace, a chemical reactor, or a spacecraft. These all are the examples of a plant. Now, process. Another term is the process. Any operation that is to be controlled is called a process. In case of power plant, the production of electricity is to be controlled, so that it is a process in which electricity is produced. In that case, examples are chemical, economic, and biological processes. Here we can see this is the block diagram for a process. Here manipulated input is provided to control the operation of the process, and from the outside there is a disturbance input. Means some disturbances are there in that particular area, and that disturbance input will affect the operation of the process. Accordingly, when both the inputs are there in the process, a response variable is produced at the output that will control the operation of the plant. Another term is the controller. The element of the system itself or external to the system which controls the plant or the process is called as a controller. For example, on off switch to control the bulb. Here we can see this is the controller which controls this process. First of all, the output produced is given as feedback at the input side and compared with the input provided. The error signal obtained is given to the controller. The controller will generate the output as per the error signal given as the input. Now, in that case, that controller will provide input to the process so as to control the measured output. In case of a bulb, we have to control the on-off operation. So in that case, the switch is acting as the controller. It will control the on and off position of the bulb. Now, another important term is the input provided to the system. Now, input is an applied signal or an excitation signal that is applied to the control system from an external energy source so as to produce the desired output. In that case, we can see that here the input is given to the controller, and that controller will provide a manipulated variable that will control the process. Here, the control output will depend on the operation of this process depending upon the manipulated variable and the disturbance input. Now, for each system, there must be excitation in system accept it as an input. Another thing is the output. It is a particular signal of interest or the actual response obtained from a control system when input is applied to it. As we have seen in the case of a water level controller, that the desired output in that case is the level of the tank, and the input is the flow of the liquid, means the closing and opening of the input valve. Depending on that, the level of the water in the tank can be controlled. So for analyzing the behavior of the system, for such input, it is necessary to define the output of the system. Another term associated with the control system is a disturbance. Disturbance is a signal that will adversely affect the output of the system. It is an unwanted input. Now, disturbance are undesirable and unavoidable effects that is not in under control, and it is generated from outside process environment and from within the system also. Means a disturbance can be generated within the system. If the disturbance is generated within the system, then it will be called internal disturbance, and if it is generated from outside environment, that it is called external disturbance. It will affect the performance of the output in an undesirable manner. Now, the disturbance that is generated outside will act as an extra input to the system in addition to its normal input, and it will affect the output adversely. The presence of the disturbance is one of the main reasons of using this control system. Means if this external input goes to the process, then it will affect the output and change the value of the output. Then that control output is given as feedback to the input side, and in that case, it is compared with the input so as to control the process.